Mr. Shin? Can I use this to go back and forth? Which one? Oh, it's just this big one? Okay, that's pretty easy. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. How is everyone? It's finally spring. How many people are not on a phone? Let's see. Nate has, but you have your thing, your headphones, so it counts. Okay. Tom, good job. Way to be unplugged. Let's see. Oh, Nate, don't throw it. Okay, let's see. Wesley's unplugged. No, Nate, what gave into temptation? Oh. Tissy's unplugged. Yes. None. None at all. None. Why would I tell you that? You're going to calculate. You're past it, I'm sure. Okay, everyone. We're going to give it another minute. Okay, another minute. Wait for people to trickle in, and then we will start. Hello, Phoenix. Good morning. Hello, Daniel. Good morning. Come on in, everyone. We have a new clicker up here, so I'm going to give it my best shot. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Have a seat. Good morning. The trickling in. Everyone is trickling in. Yes. Why would I tell you these things? I know you. You're going to calculate. You're going to find the line. So I don't want to tell you when the line is, because you're going to go up until the line. We've known each other for 4 years, Sam. Okay, everyone. Please put away your phones. Put away your phones. Unplug. Take off your headphones. Okay. Everyone's buzzing me. Okay. Hello, everyone. So we are in May. Okay. So this is the final month. We're getting very, very close to the end of the school year. For some of you, that means, the end of school. You're going to, graduate high school. So just keep that in mind as you're moving forward, okay? 2 parts of everything is very important, how you start something and how you end something. Those 2 are very important. So I hope that you can think about that as you are entering the ending of this school year. How are you going to set the tone for this year? How are you going to finish this school year? Okay, so keep that in mind. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about something very interesting. Oh, good, it's white. We had a very interesting conversation in Character Ed a couple of weeks ago, and that got me really thinking about a concept that we all know, we all love, but we all don't understand, okay? And that's the concept of freedom, okay? So a lot of people, they want to be free. I want to be free. I can't wait to be free this summer. I'm going to be free. I'm going to be free of school. When I grow up, I'm going to be free of people telling me what to do. But very few people really understand what true freedom is, okay, and what true freedom entails. So I want to just talk to you a little bit about that, because it's an easy concept to want, but it's actually a very important concept to understand, okay? So, we're looking at summer. Some of you are looking at college. You might think to yourself, you're on the brink of freedom. Freedom from school, freedom from, maybe you're moving away to college and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to be free. I'm going to do whatever I want. But as you grow older, you realize that true freedom isn't about doing whatever you want. So what is freedom? Okay, it's a concept, right? It's something that we mention offhandedly, freedom, or I want freedom. But what is freedom? Okay, what is that concept? How does freedom affect you? Okay, I have a very interesting example. So I'm from New York, and you can get your driving permit, okay, at 16. And for many people, being able to drive is equal to freedom, right? If I can drive, I can go wherever I want. I have freedom. So we got my permit. I was very proud of myself. And for those of you that don't know, when you go for a driver's test, you get your permit first, and then you have to practice before you can go for your driving test to get your license. And in between, when you get your permit and you get your license, you have to drive with someone, okay? You have to practice, right? So I got my permit. I was feeling very good, and I was walking out of the, the place that you get the DMV, had permit in hand, and my father looks at me, and he goes, "Well, you want to drive home?" Of course I do. I have my permit now. I can drive. I'm a driver, right? So I get into the car. He's right next to me, and I'm feeling really good about myself because, I have freedom right now. I can drive. But I forgot or didn't understand that his car is a stick shift. Does anyone know what a stick shift car is? Right? That's where there's a couple more elements in a stick shift car than a regular automatic car, okay? So we start driving, and I realize I'm not ready for that freedom yet because we stalled at least 6 times in the middle of the road. And after the third stall, I'm looking at my father going, "How dare you trust me with this responsibility? We are going to die on the way home today." Okay, I was so upset. It scarred me for life, okay? I wasn't ready. So what is freedom? Right? It's something that you really want. It's something that you can attain. But if it's given to you too soon, or you haven't proven yourself, or you haven't learned what to do with that freedom, it can actually be very harmful. Okay? So it's important to understand that. Doesn't mean I can do whatever I want. Right? I am free, therefore I can do whatever I want. Right? No, not really. So for you, in your life, you have a bubble of freedom, okay? Where, yes, it's your freedom. You get to do whatever you want with that freedom, okay? It's a great place to be in your bubble of freedom, right? And some people just live in that perspective. I have my freedom. I can do whatever I want. But what many people ignore is someone else's bubble of freedom, okay? Because no one here lives on an island not attached to anyone else. So while you're bouncing around in your life and your bubble of freedom, other people are also bouncing around in their life in their bubble of freedom, okay? And where society is formed is where those two bubbles meet, okay? So my freedom is only as true as your freedom can be, okay? Because if, let's say, I am living in my bubble of freedom, I'm bouncing around, I don't have as much money as I want, but I am in my bubble of freedom, I'm going to go rob a bank. I can do that, I'm free. Not really, right? Because it takes away from someone else's freedom to put their hard-earned money away in the bank and trust that it will be safe, right? So I want you guys to think about this. Okay, that's an extreme example. But when you talk about freedom, okay, you have to understand what goes into freedom. Okay? For true freedom to exist, real freedom to exist, okay, you have to have responsibility. Okay? You have to have trust. But you also have to have a serious understanding of what consequence is. That's not punishment. Okay, many people think, oh, consequences are punishments, right? Consequences are a natural reaction to a choice. If I choose to do something, something will happen, okay? There's no one to blame. Consequences are natural, okay? To have true freedom, you have to be able to take responsibility for yourself and the freedom, your freedom, but also another person's freedom. I know where my freedom ends and someone else's it starts, okay? My freedom can't take away from another person's freedom because then it's not free, okay? Trust, right? You have to build trust. Trust is not given, right? Trust is earned, and that's important, right? When I got into my dad's car and I'm starting to drive the stick shift and I'm driving and I looked at him and I go, I didn't earn your trust to get into this car to drive. You trusted me with your life. I've never driven a stick shift car. How dare you? Okay, we made it home in one piece, but oh my goodness, right? I didn't prove myself to him because I didn't know what I was doing. And then we practice, and we practice. I still hate stick shift, but thank God for automatic cars, okay? But that's earned, right? With your parents, it's also earned. With your teachers, it's earned, okay? If you prove you are trustworthy, you will have more freedom. Those go hand in hand, right? When you get into your jobs, when you get into the working field, if you show your boss, I am trustworthy, you will get the rewarded for that with trust. What does that mean? A raise, a promotion, more responsibility, okay? Because you've proven yourself, okay? And then this real understanding of consequence. So many times, I gotta tell you, as a teacher in a high school, sometimes when you give a natural consequence, you get some shocked reactions. You know, you didn't hand in your homework, it's a 0. How dare you give me a 0? You must hate me. No, I didn't get anything from you, so it's a 0, right? There are natural consequences to choices, and that it belongs with freedom, okay? Because you are taking that risk of that consequence. You have to own your choices, okay? So it's important to understand that, right? At a societal level, okay, freedoms are protected through laws. Now, I'm not saying things are perfect. I'm definitely not, right? We are in an imperfect world. But everyone is trying to find their happiness and their freedom, right? But it is important that you respect other person's happiness and freedom as well. Okay, that's very important. So especially as you are seniors, you're graduating, you're headed off into the abyss. You might think to yourself, I'm going to be away from high school, I'm going to be away, I'm going to live in my dorm, I'm going to be free, right? But it is important to understand the heaviness of something like that, okay, and what that means. And it's unavoidable, okay? As an adult, you have to deal with your own freedom every day, okay? You have to go to work, right? I'm free to sleep in. I don't need to come to work, right? I'm free to do that. But there are consequences, right? It's important. I'm free to eat whatever I want. You know, I can do whatever I want. I can eat ice cream for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But there are consequences, okay? So I want you to keep this in mind as you're moving forward, okay? That you protect your freedom and you protect other people's freedoms. And you're aware when your freedom impacts other people, okay? And that you keep other people's freedom as precious as your own, okay? Because true freedom can only exist when everyone has it, okay? And that means you compromise, okay? You understand. Okay, I value your freedom too, your freedom to exist and your freedom to live your best life. So I can give a little, you can give a little, so we can live in harmony, okay? So keep that in mind as you're on the precipice of this year ending, you're on the precipice of graduating, you're on the precipice of big things in the summer, that you have this responsibility and you have this trust that we're giving you, that your parents are giving you, that needs to be earned, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, guys? So on that note, I don't think I had anything else. That was it? Yes?
The National Honor Society food drive is this week, so if you have any donations, bring it to your homeroom teachers on Tuesday through Friday, and the National Honor Society member will collect them.
Okay, so what he said was the National Honor Society food drive is this week. If you have any non-perishable foods that you can bring, please bring them to your homerooms and give them to your homeroom teachers. Another announcement is the week after graduation, we are looking for volunteers to help clean the dorm. This is a great opportunity for community service hours for local students. So if you are interested in helping, you can gain quite a few community service hours. So come see me and we will sign you up. Again, if you are interested in helping with the dorm, get some community service hours, come see me and we can sign you up. Any other announcements, Dr. Schwartz? No? Any other announcements, teachers? Okay, guys, so have a wonderful week.